Hello everybody, thank you for tuning into my channel. Let's make sure we're in focus. Let's make sure we're in focus. All right, we're gonna do this. Okay, I'm gonna do manual focus just because I can focus on what I need to focus on. So anyway, you saw the skincare basics video, all right? If you haven't seen my skincare basics video, I will link that down below. Watch that first if you haven't seen it, then come back and watch this, okay? My skincare basics video, I basically told you if you're walking into a drugstore or ordering online, those are the things you need to get to start a regimen. Now, what I'm gonna talk about today are the goodies. It's the stuff that you can really dive into and really have some fun with these products. Now, these may not be must-haves for you. And I would tell anybody, if you're starting out, don't buy these yet. Incorporate them to your skin routine. Everything I'm talking about, I'm gonna tell you what step you do them. Now, this is when, where'd my phone go? Where'd my phone? Because I do, oh, here we go. The stuff I'm gonna tell you about are things that you would use once you start the 10-step Korean skincare routine. It's a hard pill to swallow, but the 10-step routine is actually 10 steps to your routine. Now, I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't do all 10 steps every single day, okay? When I really want to pamper myself, I do the 10 steps. The 10 steps, it mentions like sunscreen and stuff, but I only do the 10 steps whenever I do it at night. So it's not 10 steps because I'm not gonna do a sunscreen. So I'm just gonna list off what the 10 steps are. That way when I tell you what they come after, these products, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. And if you're gonna hear things here, I haven't talked about my skincare basics video, that's perfectly fine. I'm going to talk about them here. So one, we have makeup remover, oil cleanser, okay? If you have an oil cleanser, you don't need a makeup remover. You don't need makeup wipes. Oil cleanser is gonna get all that out for you. A water-based cleanser, exfoliator, toner, okay? So you have the cleanse, the 3 cleanses. Toner is the prep. You have an essence, treatments, which is like serums, boosters, that type of thing, which I'll talk about. Sheet mask, eye cream, moisturizer, sun protection, okay? Eye creams are a scam. They are. I'm not gonna talk about them. I have eye creams. I used eye creams when I first started out for about a good 7 to 8 months. I did not notice a change or anything like that. Now they may have eye creams that are specific for like dark circles or whatever, but to me, eye creams are a scam. You don't need them. You don't need them. So let's get started. I am going to link everything that I'm talking about down below, and if I talk about something that I don't have, I will link that also. I am also going to be talking about SoCoGlam.com a lot. That's why I read the 10-step skincare routine off of the SoCoGlam. I'm going to link down the essences, the boosters, all of that stuff, because SoCoGlam with the Korean, that is where you can buy all your Korean skincare. You may find the things I'm talking about in drugstore by a big box company or whatever. Try that if that's what works for you. So let's get started. All right, I got my bucket here. All right, first of all, what I'm going to talk about is micellar waters. Okay, so I have a micellar water by Vichy. And this is $13. I got it at Target. As you can see, I love it quite a bit. I will talk to you about what a micellar water is. And then I have one by Olay. We all know Olay, right? So, basically what a micellar water is that after you cleanse, you would use this. And it helps get any makeup off. It's not a toner. You don't use it in place of a toner. They're 2 completely different things. A toner helps nourish, it preps and everything. A micellar is to get dirt off. So I love using this like maybe in the morning after I do a quick cleanse with Sun and Park beauty water, using this to get any kind of oil off, and then using a toner. So you have these right here. And lots of companies sell micellar waters. Garnier sells one. I don't know who else sells, but there's a lot of companies that sell them. You can basically find a micellar water in any drugstore from loads of different companies. So you have micellar waters, okay? Next up, we have essences. Now, essences to me is like my holy grail, okay? So my holy grail is this one by Misha. It's called the Time Revolution First Treatment Essence. This is $49. Focus. I know, $49. I only buy this once a year. It lasts me 6 months. And I get it at Target. It's a glass bottle. You can get it at Misha for $49. I figure if I'm only spending $50 a year on one product, then it's great. I only use this at night. When I was first starting out, I used to use it every morning and night. I don't need to use it in the morning, you know. So I have this essence, and there's this one I just bought from Olay, which is called the Ultimate Hydration Essence. It's like 12 bucks. Now, is it living up to the hype of this? I don't know. I've only been using it for a couple of weeks, but I like it. I like it. It's a spray bottle. So if you want to be introduced to an essence and you don't want to spend a ton of money, you can go the Olay route. Pixie also sells one. It's called the Rose Petal one. It's like 12 bucks or something like that, but you get more product in here. I'm going to tell you what an essence, I know, like when people ask me, I'm like, oh, this is what it does, but I want to give you like the definition of an essence. I have it in my notes. Okay. An essence is a concentrated formula that specifically targets wrinkles, fine lines, and dull and uneven skin tones. Korean essences typically contain an active ingredient that optimizes your skin's natural cell turnover rate. Skin regeneration. I talk about this a lot when I talk about skincare. And with regular use, you will notice that your skin is more smoother and brighter. So it takes 4 weeks for your skin to regenerate. So that's why people say do skincare for about 4 weeks before you judge. When your skin regenerates, that essence helps it come back smoother, like a Photoshop airbrush finish without the Photoshop or airbrush. And I have noticed an essence has been like the key to my skin looking way better than it did a few years ago. So yes, that's what an essence does. And I would say, I mean, maybe I should have put this in the skincare basics video. It's not something that you need to get right away, but it's something that I think if you're going to incorporate another product, an essence should be the way that you go. Okay, so we have talked about essences. Okay, now I'm going to talk about sleeping mask. Now, sleeping mask is basically like a nighttime mask. I have a nighttime mask in here too, I believe. You don't have to go out and buy a sleeping mask. You can just use a moisturizer. You know, like a water-based moisturizer at night, or even a cream one if the air is really cold and really dry where you live. So I do have a sleeping mask by Laneige. I got this when Laneige was still sold at Target. So it's been a minute. They're sold at Sephora now. And this is when I first started really getting into skincare. This is my second jar, because I don't use it a lot. I use a sleeping mask maybe, are we still focused? Maybe about 2 to 3 times a week. It's not something that I need, but I love how it feels. It's water-based. It feels really nice. It's very lightweight. Also, Misha sells one. The one that makes the essence, sells one. This is a thicker one. I'm not exactly sure how much this costs, but it will be linked down below with some other sleeping masks. I'm gonna link just like a link to sleeping masks and essences and whatnot. And this is a sleeping mask. You don't need a sleeping mask. I mean, you can just use your regular moisturizer. And I also have one for Vichy that I've liked. They do sell a full-size one. My Target is out of the full-size one right now, but I like it. It's pink, it's creamy, so yeah. You don't have to have a sleeping mask or a night cream. You know, I think like, especially a night cream, I think it's kind of gimmicky to get you to buy a separate cream moisturizer. You can just use your regular moisturizer. That's perfectly fine. Next up, I'm going to talk about boosters. Now, I have on here what a booster does. And I didn't bring my ampule. I will talk about what an ampule is. Okay. So, I have an ampule. It's by a brand called Niji Ham. I will link it down below. It's a little bitty thing. It's very, very concentrated, and most ampules will come with a little Doppler. Misha sells one that I used for a while before I ran out of my Target, just like doesn't want to get it in anymore. An ampule is a supercharged serum with higher concentrations of active ingredients that you're meant to use for a finite amount of time as a booster, or when you're having a skin crisis of some sort. Chang recommends, I guess Chang is the author of this, using them before your essence or serum. So you would use an ampule before you put on your essence, or you can put on your essence, use an ampule, then put on your serum. Most times if ampules are thick, I would use it after an essence. My ampule is pretty thick, so I use it after an essence. And basically, it's just like, I say it's like the pregame to your serum. It's supercharged. I usually only put on an ampule when I feel like my skin needs the extra hydration. It's kind of like a booster. And speaking of boosters, let's get into it. Oh, I didn't put what a booster is. Oh no. Booster is basically a hydration booster. You would put it on right before you put on your moisturizer. You can use it in the day or the night, you know, but it's something that when your skin is feeling a little bit dry, you can use a booster. And I have one, which is the Super Aqua, like the sleeping mask, and it is by Misha. It looks like this. This is like $32. I got it at Target, and my Target still has this in stock. And there's also one by Vichy that I really, ooh, we're not even focused, that looks like this. I do have a backup of this. It is in my bathroom cabinet. And it's a boost of hydration that you can add to your skincare regimen and be hydrated. So I really love boosters. I think they offer a lot. So yeah, I suggest going out and buying a booster of some sort. Next up, I'm gonna talk about face masks. The cheapest skincare item you're ever gonna buy, ever. Okay, so this was sent to me by a company in like 12. CA makes some. They're like $2.50 a piece in Walmart. Amazon, you can buy them in bulk. You can buy like 100 sheet masks for like 30 bucks or something like that. Sheet masks are great. Sheet masks have serum in them, and so you can put it on, let it sit for like 20 minutes, take it off, pat it in, and go. There's people that say sheet masks don't do anything. I don't know if it does anything, but I love how my skin feels after it. So I haven't noticed like this dramatic change in my skin whenever I use a sheet mask. Granted, I don't use them, you know, I probably used a sheet mask like a couple of weeks ago, no, 3 weeks ago. So I really do like sheet masks. I like how my skin feels after them, so I like them. And you can get them really, really cheap. I mean, Target sells them, CVS sells them, Walmart sells them. You can get them online, very, very cheap. And lastly, but not least, I'm gonna talk about face mist. I have one from CA, which is called the Revitalizing Rose Mist. If it has rose gold, not rose gold, like rose petals in it, sign me up. This one is by Fig and Yarrow, called the Orange Blossom and Lavender Complexion Water. Listen, I love a good mist. A mist is what you will put on like after your moisturizer. You mist your face. I keep a Mario Badescu one by my desk. Also a Garnier one, which is really affordable. This one was like maybe 10 bucks or something like that. What a face mist does is it gives you like a shock of hydration throughout the day. So like in the summertime, you're hot, you give yourself a shock of hydration. This actually has ingredients in it to keep your skin hydrated. So yeah, a lot of companies make different mists, and I like them. I'm addicted to mists. Pixie makes a bunch of them. I have a few of them in my drawer. Really just like them. Oh, I forgot to mention that e.l.f. makes an essence that's only like $5. I forgot to mention that. So if you really want to try an essence, and their essence is pretty good too. Their essence is pretty good. So if you want to try an essence, that's probably the cheapest one on the market, and it works pretty well. So yeah, that is my skincare bonuses. And I love the bonuses because it's something that it's like a treat to yourself. You incorporate it within your routine. And so yeah, face mist is like the last step after your moisturizer. The booster is before your moisturizer. This Vichy one says you can use it as a moisturizer, but I always do a moisturizer after it just to be very, very hydrated. And an essence is what you use after your toner. And a sleeping mask would take the place of your moisturizer. So yeah, that is my skincare bonuses, and I do hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. Like I said, everything will be linked down below that I talked about here, and even I will even link the e.l.f. essence one, the Pixie essence one, and that ampule that I talked about, the by Ham. I will link that down below as well. Misha also makes an ampule, but I will have each category that I talked about. It will be linked in the description, so look at the description box. Okay, all right, and I will see you all next time.